like being a woman in this industry, how do you think that's different than, you know, coming in as a man, and has it affected your career?
Well, it depends. Like present or past?
Both.
Both. Well, I feel that it did had an impact on it, but in a positive way.
Right.
Just due to the fact that whenever I started, there was no women in the area tattooing.
Yeah.
So it in the past it was negative because I feel that a lot of males were intimidated, I guess, by the idea of having like a girl tattooing next to them, or I don't know if it was like intimidation by being a woman and taking the client, or she's good, or she's gonna take the client, so, or a combination of both. But it was rough at the beginning, but now I feel like they can kiss my ass. But
I have a lot of clients that prefer women though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like a lot of people say that.
Okay, so I've had this conversation with other artists and shop owners from like Dallas, other states and stuff like that, and they do say that it's scientifically proven.
This is science.
Science. So that they say that women are more comfortable with women, and males are more comfortable with women.
Yeah.
Because one, I mean, women are easier to talk to. They're easier on the eye. So they say that women attract more than males. Yes. So I mean, women, they don't want to go with a creepy dude. That it's gonna harass them, or So although women can also harass people, but it's less likely, I guess.
Right.
So I do think that. I mean, back then it was that. Now it's more women are more prominent, and I feel like in this town, actually in East Texas, there's more women now tattooing than men, which is real. It's like weird, but it's nice at the same time. So we have a lot of women that are like coming out and they're good,
Right.
So
do you think that because women are women? Before it was like the men being all like this is our shit. Blah blah blah. Now it's so many women in the industry. You get like the little cat fights. Have you noticed that? Like you get more like there's girls, and then there's not girls. Have you do you feel that?
You mean like a cat fight between women?
Yeah, like where it's. I feel like it's harder to befriend a female artist than a male artist.
I actually haven't run with that.
Really?
Yeah, I have not run across that. I feel that, I don't know, but maybe that's because, I'm always like very supportive.
Yeah,
so I did get that vibe from another female, but she's not from here. She's from another town.
See, maybe because you're like the big dog in our town.
Like two females in another town. And the thing is, like, I feel that when people feel intimidated with their art, they're always gonna find something like, she thinks she's attractive and that's why she's getting the clientele.
Right.
Or she's showing too much boob, or like ass, and that's why she gets clients.
She be twerking on the table.
Like they think that we're having like a whole like fetish session, going on, and
it's nothing like that. No.
Like if you would only see me like when I go to the shop, I look like I just literally rolled out of bed and went to work because I want to be comfortable because I want to pull the best work that I can. And some people think, she's showing ass and she's showing this and that, and that's why she's getting all these clients. Or dude, I tattooed with my boobs, that's why it came out that good. You know what I mean? Like, no, it doesn't work like that. Like, so I did get that from two females, but they're not from this town. But here in Tyler, I have not.
Yeah, see, but I feel like in Tyler, you wouldn't get that because, like, any of us that's been doing this less for you, like, we know you the OG. Like, you know you the OG. So it's like we wouldn't if we reach out to you or you reach out to us, of course we're gonna like fall in line and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But like you said, outside of here, like it's different. Like women can be vicious. So
oh yeah, for sure.
Like
yeah. Oh no, yeah. And I feel like it's like and it's not even like a war of like tattoos. It's more like who's more attractive than who, or who can do or look better than who. And I feel like that, you know, we don't work at hair salons.
Exactly.
You know, like it just doesn't make sense. Like that's why half of the time I don't, like if you go to my Instagram, you see nothing but work. If you see like 3 pictures of me, that's like too much, you know. That's why I don't post myself, because I don't want people to feel attracted to coming to me because of whatever they might think I look like. I want my work to speak for them, for itself. Even when we go to conventions, I don't even like being in the front,
right? Because
I don't want them to know who did it. I want it to be judged by what it is and not by who did it.
Have you had people book with you thinking you were like a dude, like because they didn't actually like look at everything?
Oh no, they know who I am.
Yeah. Oh,
like for sure.
They know who I am.
They know.
Okay.
They know right off the bat that I'm a fucking girl because I make it known. But I've had guys actually tell me, oh, no, like they show up to the shop and then they expect to see like a shop full of dudes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so they're like, I came to get a tattoo, and we're like, oh, you know what are you wanting to get, or this and that, and they're like, oh, who's doing it? And I'm like, me? And they're like, oh, you can tattoo with your girl. I'm scared. Like one time I had a big old fight with a dude because he went in there and he, I was actually gonna get tattooed by my homegirl Danielle, shout out. She was gonna do his tattoo, and he literally went on a rant because it was a girl, and he wanted to make sure that she knew how to tattoo. Yeah. Which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but why are you judging based on the fact that she's a woman?
Exactly.
You know, and so I was like, dude, get out, leave right now. And he was lucky Simon did that.
Have you ever been in the shop? This is what I love. Like, you know, Jordan was my apprentice. Shop full of women. Jordan's been tattooing for like 2 months. Dude walks in, we'll be like, hey, how are you doing? Look past all of us and look at Jordan and be like, I'm trying to get a tattoo. And we're like, yeah, go to him. Go to him, dude.
And males are the ones that will older males are the ones that are gonna tear you ass apart.
They're gonna be like, what do you mean you tattoo? And like Jordan used to be like, oh, this is my mentor, that's more her style. And they'd be like, so you can't do it? I'm like, he just told you.
Yeah, like, dude, get a grip.
It's the reason why he charging $20. Right. But if you want that, hey, because he's a dude, like, go ahead. Like, it's okay. So, like, you, speaking of Simon, you work with your husband and your business partner. What's that like?
Well, he's not my business partner.
Okay, my bad.
No, actually, a lot of people think, and it's wild. We go back to men, or like people in general, making the males like the head of the industry. Sure. So every single time I see anybody ask, oh, who owns this shop? Oh, I like your shop, Simon. And he's like, oh, it's not mine, it's my wife's. And that's, you know, a lot of people think that just because he's a male, he owns the shop. And then when they find out, they're like, oh, dang, that's badass. Like, you know, that you have your own shop and you're a girl. And I'm like, dude, I'm no different than a guy.
Exactly.
Which is, it's kind of cool. I mean, and I love it when they say it. But in the back of your head, there's always going to be that thing that says, dude, we can equally.
Yeah, it's just a shop owner.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be a female shop owner. Like, y'all don't make a big ass deal when a dude goes and open up a shop.
Right? Like, it's
You're just a badass artist that has a shop.
I'm an artist that has a shop. But I low-key, a lot of people think he's the owner. And so now I don't even correct it anymore. I'm just like, whatever, you know?
But on the podcast, you wanted to make sure. You like, let me put that out there. No, but that's what's up though. And that's cool that he supports that too.
Yeah.
Say what? I told her ride the wave like a nigga got a brush. My city full of shit, so sometimes I gotta flush.